Bodymore and Sir Jeff Hurst, the Trevor Brooking and Billy Bonds, Paolo Di Canio, West Ham United. We celebrate our victories, we stick together in defeat. Proud of our history, West Ham United, more than just a podcast. More than just a podcast.
Hey! Oh dear.
That's John popping the Bucks fizz.
That's what it calls it.
It's Sainsbury's
We've
Best
had
at
far too much.
$2.99. We've had too much alcohol, so we're just having Bucks fizz, so it's got no alcohol content.
This is 4%.
Anyway, welcome to the More Than Just a Podcast, Wembley.
All right, Sean.
Outside
He's taken
special.
over at the end of the year. Yes, we won, and I would be a lot happier if we'd have just done this straight after the game.
Chooses for his best person
But I'm
first.
been a bit down today as well as up because I've sort of got post Wembley blues.
You had a big smile on your face.
I know,
when
I'm
saw you a
chuffed. I'm
minute
absolutely
ago.
chuffed. But thank you. But
So,
the
who's
bubbles
here
are going
tonight,
in my
George?
head.
I don't want to take over.
Sean, you're here.
Hello,
John's
George.
here, and
Thanks, John.
Reese is here.
Yeah.
Reese watched from his armchair.
I did. And I
It was just
wept
as good.
because I stubbed my toe when Veste scored.
Did you?
So I was crying as well.
We say hello from John because his microphone, he's pouring out the...
And he's just
Bucks
Hello,
drinking from
hello,
the bottle.
yes. I've just been taking control of the drink.
So,
Devil's juice.
So,
That was that then.
yeah.
why don't we
Job done.
why don't we start with
By drinking.
Reese then?
And then
Reese, you start.
Independent view,
Independent
non-biased.
view. Ooh, I start first. Yeah, well,
He is a little bit biased. He was cheering us on
I
the whole
was
game.
cheering on. I don't know how they didn't score, to be honest. Blackpool.
Who? Oh, right.
That was it. Matty Phillips, absolute sitter. But I think the occasion got a Blackpool really.
And it was Scott Dobby as well. We missed a
Dobby.
sitter.
Oh,
That was a good save. That was. It was a strong hand from Robert Green. That was right in front of us.
yeah, after 2 minutes,
Yeah.
you could just tell it was going to be.
Was that
West
him?
Ham's
Wasn't
day.
that Ince from that one?
No, that was
Was it?
Dobby.
Dobby.
Even when Ince scored the equaliser, you could just tell with the amount of chances.
We
Even
missed the
Blackpool
equaliser. We were still down at the bar, and a rumour came to
I
us.
think a lot of us were West Ham fans.
They've just equalised, and we're going, how can they equalise? They haven't even kicked
yet.
off the second half. It was like 50 minutes gone.
No, because I messaged George and said typical Cole, and before he's even thought, 2-0. He's thought,
Yeah.
was he done? But yeah, no, it was great when they panned out for the Cole goal. You just see loads of Blackpool and just massive pockets of West Ham fans just
Yeah.
in and around it.
Did you
So-
see us on the telly?
No, I didn't see you on the telly.
We
I
weren't
saw
on
your
the telly.
scarf.
I've watched it.
Yeah.
I've watched it a couple of times since.
We weren't on the telly.
It was definite
telly.
foul, wasn't
Can
it?
we do a stat attack?
Go on then, Sean.
Stat attack is.
What was the foul? What was the foul? What?
Oh, goal. Even when he falls over.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyway, there's a story about Carlton Cole today that he took a 50% pay cut to play in the Championship last season, and he was only earning £14,000 a week, if rumours are to be believed
I don't
today.
believe that.
That was in the paper today, and he is quoted as saying that he took the cut.
Yeah, but not 14,000. The 14,000.
14,000.
He was on
did
14.
He was in the Sun
No, he was
today,
on 28 in the Premiership. I
Okay.
thought he'd be on more than that, personally.
Yeah, so did I.
Anyway,
But I
stat
suppose
attack.
when he came to us, he wasn't really anything, was he? He had a few spells at Villa and Charlton, didn't
He's
he?
been on loan a lot of places.
Yeah, he didn't really
He didn't really take
do
anything.
much.
But we all know he's not our favourite, but he had a bloody good game.
Yeah.
He was immense that
And
day.
in the semis as well. to be
Yeah,
fair
he's
to him.
done really well. So, congratulations, Cole.
Yes, well done, Cole.
Stat attack.
Stat attack. Right.
Sorry?
They had 52%.
You've only had a
Blackpool had
glass.
52% of the possession. They had, I think, 14 shots on goal. We only had 12. And they had 7 shots on target to our 4. So more corners, and there you go. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
They
Absolutely.
dominated. We
They
won.
dominated. We
Alex
won.
Baptiste. Have that.
Anyway, I think we cover it all. There's good account, isn't there, in the
Good
at
account.
14 hours of drinking or whatever it was.
12.
We had a good day, 12 hours of drinking. Well, I started earlier with the can on
Yeah,
the
you
way
did.
when you drove me over. And we stayed later. Obviously, you had to go home.
No, I just carried on drinking at home.
Yeah. Anyway. We got
Let it
some
go,
late Clunge
let it
news
go.
in. Clungy's not here tonight,
Plunge
is she?
hasn't been able to make it tonight.
No, poor lad.
Why don't you read it out? Because I will just miss it out.
No, you do it. It'll be more funny.
Oh, yeah, okay. So this is Clunge news. All come through today. Hammers are speaking to Liverpool about...
It's begun.
There we go. A pout.
about Cole.
Joe Cole.
Joe Cole.
Make that clear.
Yeah, make that clear. And Chelsea about Benayoun. Isn't he on
I'll
loan?
take
or
Benayoun.
something? Isn't
He
on
was
loan?
he was on loan at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Has he gone back now?
He's
Yeah,
gone back.
but I'd have him all day long.
And she says we
think he'd
need a
come
bit
as
of
well, to be
creativity in the Premiership.
So do you think he would come?
I think for first team football,
I'm not sure he would.
he's not going to get in the Chelsea team now with the amount of
He had a good
signings they've
time
made
here
and-
first time.
He said lots of big things about staying with us forever, and then went and then got grief
I
for
want
it.
to stay for years.
Yeah, it was in the programme, and
Front cover.
then got grief for going, and said, "I don't understand why I'm getting grief." And so
Anyway, if I can continue,
Sorry.
major problem about Joe Cole is he earns £95,000 a week at Liverpool. No way West Ham will pay that much. A deal is unlikely.
He wants to stay in France. He's already said that.
Here's the big news. Robert Green decision on new deal to be concluded in 14 days, one way or
That's
another.
because he's on holiday.
Mark Noble to sign a new deal when he returns from his honeymoon.
Nice.
Do you know he was on honeymoon?
He went for a stag do,
He went for a
to
stag do
Dubai.
on Saturday night.
straight to Dubai.
Abdoulaye Faye offered a one-year deal, but the club are undecided about Diop. And the club are still trying to sign Julien Faubert, which is a bit of a shocker, even though the player wants to leave. What did we say? How much he
him
was
go.
on?
I can't remember.
£42,000 a week or something.
Get rid of him.
He's not signed a new deal, a new
He hasn't
new
signed a
deal
nil.
yet, and he's similar to Robert Green.
He's not.
If,
He plays on the right wing.
all right. If Robert Green goes, expect Paul Robinson to be linked with us heavily.
Well, I heard
He is
today.
quite heavy, isn't he, Paul Robertson?
I'd heard today. Jussi Jaskalainen's out of contract.
You
He
see
is.
Jaskalainen
And Craig
Sam
Gordon.
Allardyce likes a bit of Jussi.
Craig Gordon's
Craig
been
Gordon.
released. He's
I know.
another
£9
half
million
piece.
keeper released.
Yeah,
He's obviously not very good, though, is he?
Martin O'Neill doesn't like him.
it's a Martin O'Neill thing.
Next one is Fat Sam, or Big Fat Sam, has been given the largest transfer budget ever this summer, around the £30 million mark. Sort of goes against what David Sullivan said, which we'll talk about in a minute, but who knows. Demand for season tickets is huge.
Yeah, have you seen the prices today?
Yes.
What do you think? You're going to get a £105 one anyway.
Well, it might do. I don't know.
Wowzers, John just made
Phone
a mess
lines,
in his
and I did hear
trousers.
this, phone lines jammed all morning. 850 people have renewed in just 6 hours, and the club expect to sell 23,000 tickets.
Well, Sean, I'm going to renew.
I am going to also. So
See you
that's
there.
up from 18.
See you there.
Club also had loads of inquiries about memberships, not surprising. I think I will get for my two children this year an extra membership. You never know when you may need it.
Exactly. Especially if we follow on from
Yeah,
last promotion,
FA
we could
Cup.
end up in the
Straight
FA
in
Cup.
the
So
FA
they
Cup.
did. So they've
There's
confirmed.
less tickets for the FA Cup final.
Yeah, I know.
They've confirmed.
There'll be season ticket priority points for that.
Yeah.
You better go get
14.
'em.
14,000.
I'm going everywhere this year. Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, everywhere.
So 14,000 members they were. They've just been confirmed. Last
How about
payment.
Blackpool? Oh,
No, not going there.
Last
Alex
payment
Baptiste.
goes out to Sheffield United this year regarding the Tevez fiasco. £8 million apparently. Clunge says we've got to pay them. This is a big shocker. Sammy Baldock
He's off.
is likely to leave, possibly on loan to Ipswich.
I guess that because he hasn't given him a chance. He hasn't played him. He can't fancy him. So
The next one is probably not surprising. George McCartney to sign a 2-year deal with West Ham.
Yes.
Well done, George.
right.
And
And the final one, Michael Owen, unlikely
Never
to come
gonna
to West Ham as he
Never.
doesn't want to move south. West Ham would sign him on a pay-as-you-play deal.
He wouldn't
We're
sign
very
that
keen.
either.
he could always helicopter in on a daily basis.
He won't leave North. He won't
North.
leave his
North?
horses.
No, that's it. That was Clunge, and hopefully she has a good holiday and close season, and she'll be back next year. Quick thing about David Sullivan. He did an interview with Ian Dow, who's been a guest on our show. He says on the show, I mean, one he went on that we lost £500,000, or the Football League lost £500,000 from all those tickets that weren't sold at the Wembley Stadium, which was shocking. I think we all agree with that. He says that him and David Gold...
I agree. Do you agree?
Yeah, that was disgraceful. There were so many empty seats and there were so many people wanting to go there.
Yeah, about 12,000 down. David Gold and David Sullivan will have to put in another 25 million of their own money this year instead of 35 million if we'd stayed in the Championship. And what David says is we have to give Sheffield United 5 or 6, unlike Clunge who said 8. We have to pay another £6 million to banks on advanced ticket loan sales that we sold on, and we've heard that before. Another 5 or 6 million in bank interest, and an £8 million in previous transfers we've bought from previous seasons that we're paying, you know, on instalments.
Do you see? Previous transfers and money owed. Diamante's made the squad for the Euros.
Was he?
Yeah.
You still haven't got the money in.
Nope.
But he says there will be money for transfers. Whether it will be the 30 million Clunge says we're see. And finally he says he was asked what's the chance of keeping Robert Green. He says it's completely in Robert Green's hands. It's his decision. But we've got several Premiership alternatives lined up if he doesn't stay. Sounded like he was going. It did look like he was going the way he waved to us and crossed arms and everything. And the final one, and something really close to my heart, was David talked about the Wembley Stadium and the Olympic Stadium, and he says, if you like the Wembley Stadium, you'll love the Olympic Stadium, as they're very similar in design and atmosphere. There you go.
No, I thought the Wembley Stadium, I thought it was really good atmosphere.
Yeah, it was.
And everything, but I'm yet to be convinced.
It was so cool.
So before we move on to our outside broadcast, you wanted to say something, John, didn't you?
Really?
You wanted to say how
about
nice
some of the listeners we met.
It was nice, yeah. We met during the day because Sean was wearing his rather stylish More Than Just a Podcast t-shirt.
And George.
And George.
And I was wearing it at home watching.
Yeah.
So I took a picture for George.
Yeah, so we had a couple of people come up to say hello and things, and it was really nice to meet some people. Everyone's a lot of very positive.
Did your dad not give you stick for that?
No,
he didn't.
He's all for this. Gets me out of the house.
Nice. Yeah.
So yes,
something's got.
It's nice to meet.
So we are going to leave a teaser at the end, aren't we? Because this is a teaser, you know, like they say after the break, we'll come back to you. So we're not going to say it now, but we make our commitment at the end of the outside broadcast, whether we're carrying on next season or not.
Well, we bumped into Darren and Mike.
Yes, although I got their names the wrong way round.
Yeah, and when it all started, about 3 or 4 games ago, I was walking back to my seat after going to the toilet mid-game, and I was grabbed halfway up the aisle, and I turned around, and he said, "Oh, sorry, mate, you look really like my boys, mate." I said, "Oh, that's all right," and then carried on walking. And then I was walking back from the toilet at Wembley on Saturday, and was grabbed again by the same man, who was actually with his son now, who asked me for a picture.
Wow.
So then I called you and Sean over and said, "Look, this is the man who grabbed me the other day that I told you about." And it turned out he knew Sean.
Yeah, he said, "You're Sean Whetstone."
And he listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
And he said that he wants us to carry on, and told us to stop doing David Gold question time.
No, he didn't say stop doing David Gold question time.
Stop doing stupid voices.
No, he didn't. He said stop doing comedy voices that we can't recognise. So I took that creatively to mean we can do David Gold question time. We can do comedy voices, but we need to make sure that you can understand them, Reese.
Why are you looking at me for?
Because you always do
my
the
favourite part of the show.
You do the that kind of question.
Just for our wider audience.
So, you'll hear from Darren and Mike on the outside broadcast, which is following now. So,
shall we say our goodbyes now?
We'll say goodbye for the season.
This is the end of the season, yeah.
This is it. Don't cry, Reese.
Yeah. But we're going to do a best of, aren't we? We're going to do a best of that will be...
At some point when you get round to doing...
Yeah, over the close season there will be a best of.
There's going to be a lot of speculation now. There's going to be so much talk. Now we're up there.
What about us?
What about us if we're going to carry on?
No, not that. But I'm sure there will be. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of who's coming, who's going. There's going to be so much to talk about. So we might have to do
might have to do a transfer special.
The odd transfer special.
You just can't get away, can you, John?
I mean, this is an hour-long special anyway, so you're going to
be longer than that.
It's going to be a little bit longer
chatting on.
Anyway, we should say our goodbyes.
Say goodbye.
No, we must thank all our listeners.
Yes, I was about to say thank
will.
you all for listening to More Than Just a Podcast in our first season ever.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
If you listened from day one, thank you very much.
And if you didn't
I'm
listen,
sure a couple of you have. At
if you
least
didn't
two.
listen, we would stop making it. But we know that lots of people listen and lots of people are giving us feedback. So, I'm not going to give a reveal away again at the end of the podcast.
Nearly did them. So, thank you for everyone for listening. To everyone for listening.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything?
Glad this
Everyone else?
season's over.
Yeah. Well done to us.
Yeah, well done to the Happy Hammers.
Yeah, well done.
We're all, at the end of the day, we were all very proud men at Wembley. I'm very pleased. It was a very good day out.
Yeah.
And well done to my fellow More Than Just a Podcast team members for sticking to it. I'm still the only person that hasn't missed an episode all year.
George, I want to thank you, right? Because you invented this podcast, right? It's not my podcast, everybody. I'd like to put on record. It's George's podcast. He's the editor. And I just want to give you a little round of applause.
Sean, why'd you keep kicking the chairs?
Thanks, Sean.
There you go. That wasn't a false.
And thank you to Sean for building up his massive marketing pool that is his Twitter account and letting us use it. And thank you to Reese for his expert analysis all year.
Shame it didn't help.
No, it didn't help.
Yeah.
But
Shame he's not.
onwards
We
and
might have to
upwards.
get a new professional footballer next year.
And thank you to John for turning
It's a
up
joke.
every now and again
When it can be arsed.
when he's not tired.
Good fed up with
And
comedy
right,
voices.
This is our outside broadcast from Wembley, so goodbye from us.
Enjoy.
Go on, you Irons.
Well, it's Saturday, the 19th of May. We're in the Wellesley Arms at Waterloo Station. It's our first pub of the day. We're all meeting up here. There's a load of West Ham fans in here. And we'll start with John, who has just started talking to someone else. So we'll start with Sarah. Sarah. I know you've not been drinking yet, but I know we're all nervous. But a few words. What we're expecting today, what we're going to do, how we're going to set up.
I think he will probably start with the same team that played against Cardiff now that Jack Collison is fit. And I think it's actually going to be an easier game than I'm expecting. I'm going to go for 3-0.
Oh, excellent. George, we've just had Sarah. We're in the Wellesley Arms. First drink. I know the drink's not flowing yet. A lot of West Ham fans around. Are you going to change your prediction from the last podcast?
No.
And what was your prediction?
Yes.
And what are you expecting? Set up the same as all our other away games?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to have one of those days, are we, today? Gary, welcome to the podcast. This is Gary, our long-lost friend.
Thank you.
And Gary, what are you expecting from the game today?
3-0. 3-0 all the way.
Who's going to score the goals?
3-0 up at half time, even. Nolan, and Tompkins.
Great.
3 goals.
Excellent.
Half time.
3-0 up, half time. Oh, good. Well, we'll be speaking to you later as we get drunker. Will we be sober by the kick-off?
Yes.
We'll be sober at kick-off?
I should think so, yeah.
Oh, really? John, we heard from long lost Gary.
Oh, hi Gary.
Score is still going to be the same, you say?
I still think we're going to win 3-1. We go 2-0 up. They get one back, and we'll be really nervous for the last half hour. Then we nick one towards the death, and we'll all be happy. 3-1.
Great, and we move on to Darren. Darren's a new member to More Than Just a Podcast. Darren, where do you usually sit at West Ham at the Bowling?
Probably more lower.
So, where are you sitting today?
I'm sitting just behind the goal, row 10 I think it is, 135.
How are you expecting Sam to set up today?
4-5-1, one up front, attacking hopefully, but see what he does again.
Final score?
I'm going to go say 4-0.
4-0?
4-0 today.
That's a very ambitious score.
4-0 today, yeah.
We're going to come back to you later at full time and see whether you were right. Thanks, Darren.
Cheers, buddy.
We've just moved on to Baker Street. We couldn't get in the Globe. Most of the other pubs are full. We're in the Apollo, and it's pretty much empty. But I just want to talk to Sarah about where Sweet Emma is. Where is Sweet Emma on this special day, Sarah?
She's in Tunisia
With Anwar.
with Anwar.
Do you think she would get to watch the game today?
I doubt that very much.
So we are going to move on from here. We're having 2 pints in here. This is the only pub we could get served in. It wasn't because George had to show. It wasn't because I was barred for them.
Barred for them for inappropriate sexual behaviour.
That is not true whatsoever. They are all full, and they're not letting any people in. So we're having a double round here, having 2 pints each.
So it's okay. It's going to get really busy now because you've tweeted out everyone to come here.
Yeah, I've just tweeted out people are going to come here to the Apollo just off Chiltern Street and Paddington Street, and we're hopefully, I've nagged them all that we're going to go to the Green Man next in Wembley. Isn't that wrong? Have you given in, John, to that?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Let's go to the Green Man. Let's go.
Are we going to the Green Man?
Sean wants to go to the Green Man.
Yeah, I better start drinking. I better get off this podcast and start drinking some ale. George, finally we're walking down Wembley Way, 31 years of waiting. You're only 19 years old. How does it feel? Atmosphere good?
Yes.
That's what we usually expect from George. And, oh look, there's an Ian Holloway mask which is just ripped up. Sarah, exciting. Wembley Way.
Yeah, I've never been down here before and I am very excited.
New Wembley. A lot of Blackpool, but more West Ham, a lot more singing. Gary, excited to be in Wembley Way?
Ecstatic.
And John, Wembley Way, excited?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is pretty cool, isn't it? So we're talking
There's a few offside. Every now and again there's a little row going on.
Yeah.
Quite amusing.
But who are they? They're Blackpool, aren't they? You know?
Quite amusing.
We were singing They Live in a Shed, weren't we, on the tube on the way here?
Oh, so where's your candy floss?
Where's your candy floss? Where's your candy floss? Anyway, walking along Wembley Way, we'll catch up with you once we're in the stadium. And we're in Wembley Stadium now. It's fantastic views down Wembley Way. And we found Auntie Maureen from the famous Chicken Run. How long have you been a season ticket holder, Auntie Maureen?
Oh, it's hard to say. I really don't know, actually.
40 years?
Not quite that long.
50 years?
No. Since when
the
they
war?
went all seaters.
Right.
All seating area.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Auntie Maureen, what do you think? What's going to happen today? Who's going to win? How are we going to set up? Who's going to score? You tell us, because you're a wise young lady.
I would like to say who's going to win. I'm hoping we will. It's just one of those things, and football is such a funny game these days.
Maureen, I'm going to push you for a score, though, because that was a bit wishy-washy.
No.
Come on, push me for a score. What's the score going to be at full-time?
At full-time, I don't like predictions.
I know, but I'm going to push you to make one.
I reckon it's going to be very close, and my stomach is rolling over. I would say 3-1.
3-1? Suddenly, very close to 3-1. Who's going to score our 3 goals then, Maureen?
Vastay, I'd like to think Nolan would, and I'd love Taylor.
Yeah,
I'd love Taylor to score.
Brilliant. That was the legendary Auntie Maureen from the Chicken Run, live in the new Wembley Stadium after 31 years of waiting. Thank you, Maureen.
You're very welcome.
Right, we're finally in Wembley. George, we just walked down Wembley Way. We've just had a beer. We're in our seats. We're in block 132, row 26, and seats around about 270. It's a good view in it, George.
It's very good, and I just cannot believe we, as West Ham, are at Wembley. I cannot believe it. Just can't believe it.
It is amazing, right? There's not many people in the stadium at the moment. We've probably only got around 10% of people in. There's a few orange people here, Tangerine, whatever. But West Ham are predominantly out there on Wembley Way and out in the pubs and everything. And it looks crazy. And hey, may the best team win.
It looks as if we've got even amounts, but I'll be interested to see when West Ham score how many of the Blackpool fans jump up, because I honestly think, looking at the tickets sold, then we are going to have more fans than them.
Although it looks the same, it won't be.
Yeah, we're waiting for the team sheets to come out any minute now. But who's for your first scorer? We might have a little bet, won't we? Cheeky bet on Betfred out there. £4.80 a pint, isn't it? It's a bit expensive. £4.70 a pint, but it's worth it, isn't it?
And I can honestly say that Martin Noble will score the first goal from a penalty.
Right, I'm going for Winston Reid, first goal scorer. We'll see who's right, George. Yeah, who are they talking about?
Leicester City. They won some penalty shootout schools thing.
Right, and they're going to come up. What's the point? Who are Leicester City? Where is Leicester City?
We're going to edit this bit out because it's rubbish. So come on.
It's shit.
Let's go and have everyone out.
And we've bumped in. We're in Wembley Stadium after 31 years of waiting. We bumped into Ross. Hi, Ross.
Hello, mate.
Right. 31 years of waiting. We're at Wembley, the new Wembley, not the old Wembley. How are we going to do? How are we going to set up today? What's going to be the result? Who's going to score?
I think we're going to win 4-0, and I think Nolan's going to score 2, and Vaz score 1, and Cole score 1.
What's going to be the setup? It's going to be a 4-4-2 or
yeah, I think it'll be a 4-4-2 with Vaz playing just behind Cole. As something to that extent, anyway.
You're not nervous then? You're absolutely convinced we're going to win this? Back in the Premiership?
Yeah, no, not nervous at all, mate. No, we're going to win. We're going to 4-0 back in the Premiership. We'll be second bottom in the Premier League table this time tomorrow.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ross. Hey, we're in the Wembley Stadium after 31 years of waiting. We've met Darren and Mike, who are listeners of More Than Just a Podcast. Mike, what's your expectations for today?
I'm saying we're going to win this game, we're going to get to Premier League, and we're going to fucking sign the best players there is, so we're going to win top 10, I'm saying.
Who's going to score today? What's going to be the score?
I'm saying Kevin Nolan, Carlton Cole, 2-0.
Darren.
Big moment for me, first time on a podcast, long time listener, best podcast about West Ham all season long, and we're going up, and I'm proud to be an Hammer, and they ain't never ever going to change. If we lose today, I'm going to come back next season, renew my season ticket, still be a Hammer, come rain or shine, it never ever changes. Come on, you Irons.
Well, we're going to push you for a prediction and some scorers.
A prediction is we're all going to get very, very drunk because we had a very good day, and we're going to celebrate tonight. And I will all dance around that statue at the bowling ground. All the best lads, come on, you Irons.
I'm still going to push you for a prediction and some scorers, right? What's the score going to be at full time?
Sean, you can still push me at half time. It ain't changing. I never ever commit. But we're going up. We're going up, boys. We're going up.
Are you a politician?
It's a win. Is it a win? Will you just explain? Are we going to win today?
We are going to win. I am not a politician, John. I'm a school governor. So therefore, you hedge your bets at times. But we're going up, boys. Let's party. Come on.
The teams will now be presented to Volker Bender's Group Chief Executive.
Hey! We're in Wembley. We're in Wembley. About 4 minutes before playoff. This is kick-off. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for 31 years. Sarah, this is the moment. A lot of spaces in the Blackpool, isn't there? A lot of unfilled spaces. Criminal.
But none for the West Ham. We're absolutely chocolate.
Absolutely wall-to-wall West Ham. This is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Teams are out. Our moment of judgment. Just kicked off. 1 minute gone.
So close. 31 minutes gone. To the Cockney boys, 1-0 to the Cockney boys, 1-0. George! Cole! Football genius! Cole, this game is Cole's. Cole!
No, you're indestructible!
Happy with that, 1-0. Oh, no! Always believe it. George's favourite, Cole. 1-0 to the Cockney boys. I tell you what, that's magic. Nothing up to now. Half time. More than just a podcast. 1-0 up. Gary. Carlton Cole, the unlikely hero of the hour?
Unlikely hero, but definitely a hero. More than happy with our first half performance. Went to sleep a bit at the back every now and then, but all good. So, Matty Taylor, good ball in for the goal, wasn't it?
Always a good ball, yeah. And Carlton Cole kept his head for a change.
He said all the West Ham fans are wearing West Ham colours.
John. Carlton Cole, the hero of the hour.
I told you, didn't I? Last night.
You did actually.
Come the big game, Carlton Cole. When he wants to do it, Carlton Cole can do it. He's inconsistent. That's why I get frustrated with him.
Nervous start though at the beginning, wasn't it?
Nervous start, consistent. Nervous start, a difficult start. It was all a bit bitty, but you don't give him that because look at the occasion. It's a massive occasion. Unbelievable.
Goal came out of nowhere, or you think it was building to it?
No, we had a little good push on them. We had a few corners on the trot. Great goal. We deserve it. Let's go and get another one and let's stuff them. They got half their top stand is empty. They're a little club.
Anyway, George, Carlton Cole is your mate, isn't he?
I love Carlton Cole. He's quality.
But go on, give him his due.
Oh, what a touch of the finish there. Fair play, Cole. He's done it in the last game of the season as well.
And Matty Taylor, good pass through.
Yeah, it's great. Matty Taylor, I've always rated him. Good delivery to the box. Not the best left back, but a good left mid. I know he's playing left back, but we've done all right so far. I just spoke to Reece, who's out in his fun room, and he says Vazte should have scored.
Yeah, we know that.
The chance straight after the goal. Robert Green deserves a lot of credit for the save in the first couple of minutes from Tom Ince, I think it was.
Sorry, yeah, good shout, George. That's good save.
Good save. And I think down this end, one more goal and it's job done.
Yeah, job done. Sarah, we're coming to you last. Sorry.
I just want to say that I spoke to Reece, as I said earlier, and there's lots of West Ham fans in the Blackpool end that jumped up when Carlton Cole scored, and they're wearing West Ham colours, so fair play to them.
Yeah, it's shocking. I mean, there's several thousand spare seats, isn't there? And it's shocking that the FA and Blackpool couldn't have sorted this out and give more West Ham seats to the big thing, West Ham fans. That's right. Sarah, thank you for that. You saved me there. Sarah, sweet Sarah. Sweet Sarah.
If we win today, I'm going to be an official follower of Sean's Twitter shite.
Sean, you're spilling your beer down your scarf.
I know that, but we're at Wembley, so it doesn't matter.
One thing I want to say, and that is, good year!
Why are you saying good year?
Because we always have the good year thing go past at finals.
Were you nervous through the first half?
No.
Carlton Cole, was it coming? Matty Taylor, you love it?
But then, to be fair,
Did you like Carlton Cole coming?
Are you just going to carry on? Am I? I wasn't nervous through the first half, but then I also wasn't nervous when we were playing Reading and we lost 4-2.
Carlton Cole, the unlikely hero.
No, he's great.
You love Carlton Cole, do you?
I love Carlton Cole.
Let's talk about Robert Green, who I know you love. And Robert Green made a really good save. What do you want to say to Robert Green?
I want to have his babies.
How about your partner, Jamie? What would he say about that?
Jamie won't mind because we can get lots of money out of him.
Excellent. Well, you heard it here. It's half-time. We're at Wembley after 31 years. It's more than a podcast, and it's 1-0 to the Cockney Lions! We bumped into Dino, half-time. Dino!
Yes, mate.
This has got to be a dream start, isn't it? It's a bit of a tough start, but 1-0 up. Carlton Cole, hero of the hour.
Fantastic, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Can't ask for a better more, mate. 1-0 up. It's good.
Andy here tonight, is he? Or this evening?
No, he let it go, mate. He let it go. He didn't turn up.
Didn't he? Who's here with you?
Lee Baker.
Right. So, no Andy Booker?
No Andy Booker, mate, no.
Right. What's your prediction for the end? Final score? Come on, let's put you on the stop. Dino, the king of predictions, betting extraordinaire. It's all on you, Dino.
2-0.
2-0
yes, mate, yeah.
to the Cockney boys, and back in renewing your season ticket next year?
Of course I am, yep. Definitely.
Either way,
mate, we'll stay up or go down, still renew it, yep.
Excellent. Thank you, Dino. Laid back from the palm, just found out that Blackpool just equalised 1-1. What a bloody nightmare. They must have scored in the first minute of the second half, but you know, that's West Ham. Always do it the hard way. 56 minutes gone, and Julian Faubert coming on. Guy Demel going off. Julian Faubert, hero of the hour.
Yeah, well, I'm not too bothered about that because I thought Demon was poor in the first half. So
yeah, no, we'll see. You know, it can be. Faubert can be one of two ways. He can be brilliant or he can be absolutely shit. So time will tell. 1-0 and 57 minutes going. Oh, so close. Carlton Cole. Nearly 2-1. Minutes gone, typical West Ham. Bloody nervous watch, Gary, isn't it?
Always we shouldn't a nervous watch, West Ham, and never gets any better.
Never gets any better.
We're used to it now, aren't we?
We are used to it. We're used to this. It's a really nervous watch, isn't it, Sarah?
It is very bad.
John, typical West Ham?
Typical West. It's all about our manager. Holloway's gotten well fired up. Our manager's gone, go on, do the same again. It's all about him, isn't it? It's shocking at the moment.
Yeah, well, we've just survived another. The way it's going at the moment, it looks like Blackpool are more likely to score than us, and it's going the wrong way.
It's looking that way, but they just missed another sitter. So, you know what I mean? They've missed 2 sitters in the last 10 minutes. Where's it going to go? We might do it.
Yeah, George is sitting down now in protest.
George has got a headache now. He's suffering.
Well, here we go. Oh, George has now stood up. George! Typical West Ham, yeah?
Yes.
And, you know, are we going to win this still?
No.
You think we're going to lose?
Yes.
We're going to win.
All right, George. Depressing George.
We're such a better team than this lot. Why is there a problem? I don't understand. We've got a good team on paper. We play good football. What's wrong with them?
19 minutes to go. Let's see how we go.
That's what she said.
Great save by Robert Green again. I tell you what, it's all going Blackpool's way at the moment. 75 minutes gone, and this is dire. This is really dire. You know, it's building for a Blackpool win, and I just hope we turn it around. Mark Noble hits a post. So close. That's so close. That could have been the winning goal. question, it might have been Nolan, not Mark Noble. Yeah, it was. It was Kevin Nolan who hit the crossbar there, not Mark Noble, as I first said. I've had a few to drink. 10 minutes left. I don't know. This could go either way. Anything. This is important. We've got corner with 6 minutes to go. This could be it, couldn't it? Corner, West Ham corner, 6 minutes to go. This could be it, Gary. This could be it. Fingers crossed.
Fingers and everything crossed. I don't know whether Mark Noble ball in.
Oh no, it's been headed away. Bastay. Oh no, this ain't gonna happen. Minute to go, right? Less than 30 seconds to go, plus injury time. It's 2-1 Will. 2-1. Come on. We're so close. We're 30 seconds away from the Premiership. This is so big. We're so close to the Premiership. 30 seconds away. Oh, Sean. Shut up, Sean. Go. 4 minutes of injury time, 4 minutes of added time until we get to Premiership. It's West Ham 2, Blackpool 1. We might do it, Gary. Hanging on, 4 minutes to go. We've got to hang on for 4 minutes.
Fine, we'll be fine.
4 minutes, but hang on.
Shut up. It could be worse. It could be 12 with Jimmy Walker.
Right, here we go. Maybe only a minute left. But we still got to hold on. We got to hold stern. We're so close, Sarah, aren't we?
Oh, I don't know what
We've won it! We're in the Premiership! We're fucking in the Premiership! We're back in the fucking Premiership! Fucking magic! We're fucking unbelievable! Unbelievable. Back where we belong. Never doubted it. Never doubted it. We are going up, so we are going up. We are going up. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing here at Wembley. 1-2-1. We're back in the Premiership. Sarah, we're back in the Premiership.
Stop down there.
Wow, amazing. £90 million game. George, you're really emotional. I can see the tears in your eyes.
I love it. It's brilliant.
You're really emotional, aren't you? This is it. We're back in the Premiership.
That's why we live for West Ham, and that's why we support West Ham. That's why we support West Ham.
I said Baz Tay will be here now.
That's why we support West Ham.
Yeah.
The lows are low, but the highs are so much higher. Fuck all you big teams. Us boys are bigger than you lot.
You're happy. You're happy we're back in the Premiership.
We love fucking being here. Wembley's where we belong.
Sarah, back in the Premiership where we belong.
Yes, we are! And I can't wait to beat Tottenham again!
Yeah, we're going to have a shit on Tottenham, aren't we? Yes. That's amazing. West Ham, Premiership. You can't say any more. That's it. We're promoted. 2012 Premiership champions. We're back where we belong. Bring on the Tottenham. Bring on the Man United. Bring on the Chelsea. This is it. This is it. We're back in the big league. Magic. The presentation's about to take place. This is purely magic. Wembley, back where we belong. The Empower Playoff Finals 2012. West Ham United back in the Premiership. West Ham! They pick up their winners' medals, and it's bloody amazing. I'm really emotional. West Ham are back in the Premiership. Sam, Big Sam's done it. Here come the West Ham team. The end playoff final winners of 2012. We're all very emotional. We are the winners. There's no doubt about it. We're back where we belong. Well deserved. Well done to the boys. I'm really proud of them. Baz Tay, Cole, with a lot of them. They played a blinder. It was a hard game. We knew it would be. But they came through. And they are Premiership players now. West Ham team are coming round now. They're coming for their round of applause. Well deserved. We are the playoff final champions. We've made it back to Premiership. And the guys are very emotional, as all the fans are. We just bumped into Lee Wells after the game. Lee, you had a little bet on the game.
£500 West Ham to win in 90 minutes, 11-10.
How much you win?
£1,050.
Beers are on you then, aren't they?
Not half.
Where are you going on from here?
To Westbourne Park Film Studios to watch Chelsea get beat.
Yeah.
And then my mate Seth Fontaine's playing, DJing, and we're like that.
Don't you want like Tottenham to get knocked out? No,
but I work with 2 Chelsea fans, right? And they drive me mad. And I'm like that. I want Chelsea to get smashed.
Well, we can't lose either way. I don't care if Chelsea gets smashed or Tottenham get knocked out. Either way, it's a bonus. But we're back in the Premiership.
He scores when he wants. He scores when he wants. Ricardo Veste. He scores when he wants.
We're walking back, celebrating hammers with John and Sam. Right, John and Sam, you didn't get tickets today. You watched it in the pub, did you? Are you John or Sam?
I'm John.
Yeah.
It's annoying. First pub we went to only had an internet stream for it.
Yeah.
It kept blocking out.
No.
Been fucking annoying. Blackpool's equaliser, it fucking cut out just before he scored, and it was just like fucking nerves. And then came back in and it was like 1-0.
Yeah. So you're Sam, are you?
No, I knew we was going to win. So.
Simon.
We was going to win from the start.
Did you know it? Was it? I'll tell you what, we were there at the game. We didn't know we were going to win.
I said 2-1 all along. And I said either Matty Phillips or Ince scores. Man. And guess what? I was right. We're a big team. We're loud.
So we've also bumped into a Man City fan. What's your name?
Dave.
You've won the Premiership, but now you've got to put up with West Ham in the league next season. What are you scared of West Ham next year in the Premiership?
Always love West Ham in the Premiership. Love going to Upton Park. Love inviting them up to Main Road, the Etihad, wherever it is. West Ham, great football club. Love the fans. Love the people. Congratulations.
All right, cheers. We're at the Green Man, finally, post-match celebration. We are Premiership. Sarah, you're drinking Strongbow. I've never seen you drink Strongbow before. We are Premiership, are we not?
We are. I'm drinking Strongbow because there was nothing else for me to drink.
We did it the hard way, didn't we? 2 minutes ago, Ricardo Vazte. Beautiful.
We always do.
But you're happy? We're in the Premiership?
Of course, although I am a little bit sad because I think we're going to go back to not winning any games. And at least when we're in the Championship, we did win a few.
That's true. I've often said that. George and John are speaking to each other, but I'm going to try and butt in a minute and speak to George. Premiership. How do you think we're playing the Premiership? Well, you are a Premiership supporter. Congratulations, Mr. Premiership supporter of West Ham, George.
Thank you.
And how do you think we're playing next year?
Oh yeah, well obviously the boys done really well, so obviously we're chuffed. The gaffer done really well, so obviously we're all pleased.
We're over chuffed.
And what did you think of What do you think of Big Sam? I mean, he's done it, hasn't he?
I like
and we've got to pay him respect. He's done it at the end of the day.
Yeah, we done really well, and the boys came in. We put the performance in, but Big Sam, he's always been behind us, and the gaffer's done really well this year. So obviously we're chuffed. And obviously we're proud to go out to the Premiership, obviously.
And how do you think the gaffer will do next year when he comes up against Man U and Chelsea and Tottenham?
Well, he's done really well in the past. He's kept bolting up, and he's had a good history in the Premiership. So obviously we're pretty happy to go up with him, and obviously he'll play us the way we need to play, and hopefully we will make the difference and obviously stay up.
Yeah, thanks, George. You know, sometimes you sound exactly like a footballer when you give those interviews. Gary, welcome to the Premiership. You are back in the Premiership. You're a Premiership supporter. Happy? What do you think? Did the gaffer do well? How do you think we do next season?
Happy, more than happy, but I think maybe what everyone's overlooked is the support that Gold and Sullivan have given to West Ham. John, that's a funny look on your face.
Yeah, come back to that, don't you? You carry on.
They have backed the club, you know. They've spent money and they've maybe tried to push us back up in the Premiership. Fuck knows what they would have done if we didn't make it. but we're there, so that's all that matters.
Sorry, the reason I put a look on my face is they put Evan Grant in charge in the first place. Yeah?
But John, let's talk about the whole thing, right?
It's no more than that.
Premiership supporter, renewing West Ham, season ticket. What do you think? What's your hopes for next year? You know, the gaffer did good. You've got to give it to Sam. He did it, didn't he? First season, first attempt. He's done it. Best way to do it.
Best way. Over the moon, mate. Over the moon. Absolutely. We have got something today that the team that finished second didn't get. I mean, Southampton, they've gone up. But we've won a cup. We've fought for this today. We've now engendered a team spirit and we've engendered a fighting to try and win something. Great. And when we go up now, next year, we've got another oomph. It's just like when we went up with Pards, when we went up in the playoffs, and what did we do? Then up in the cup final. So bring up the cup final. Come on, you Irons.
And how do you think he'll play against... so when he plays against Man United and Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur, what do you think? You know, are we relegation fodder? Or do you think Big Sam actually has got a plan?
I think, just like Gary said, you got to give credit to the guy that Sullivan and Gold. Gullivan and Gold. You got to give good credit to him. No, I mean, to be honest with you, they probably will invest because they don't want to go back down there again. So we probably have some changes, but we'll probably hold our own next year, to be honest. And we've got a spirit now. In the last 4 or 5 games, we have shown a spirit. We have shown a style of football that we haven't shown all year. We've had a shit year, really. We played shit football, but in the last 4 or 5 games, we have been there despite of that year, and we have achieved something today. And congratulations to them all. Enjoy it, and let's go on and upwards.
And if you look at all teams that came up in the previous season, all are still up in the Premiership. So maybe a good sign for West Ham that we'll be staying up to.
Yeah, I think there is a chance that the first season no one finds you out and then you have a poor second season. But, you know, I agree with you, and I think Gold and Sullivan invested. They've believed in Big Sam. I think Big Sam has been proved right. He's got away with it. You know, he's got us promoted at the first attempt. And congratulations, you know, we're all really emotional. And we're back in the Premiership. So, you know, come on, you Irons.
Did you see Vaz Tay when he took his top off?
No, I didn't.
He took his top off after and he was like, yeah, kind of over to the crowd. One of the
lovely tits.
One of the best moments of my life.
He does have a lovely body. But he got booked for that, which I think...
He did.
Yeah.
All right.
Darren, we've caught up with Darren. Darren, what do you think of the game? Did you actually get there in the end? Because you're always a bit behind.
Yeah, I did get there, but yeah, it was a bit dodgy, wasn't it?
It was easy, wasn't it? We walked.
Of course it was, yeah. I'm in agony.
You said 4-0.
I know. Oh, should have been.
How wrong were you?
Nearer than everyone else. There's 3 goals in there, wasn't there?
There were 3 goals, 2-1 though, in the last 2 minutes, I'd like to remind you.
There's a great goal though, wasn't it? Last goal was great.
What? Ricardo Vaz Tay.
He's the man, isn't he? He's the man.
He's the man. He's the man. George, we've not met you before, George, but you were just behind us. Where were you most of the day?
I was on the train most of the day. It was a nightmare. It was a bloody nightmare. Tell you that.
So where were you sitting?
I was sitting right next to Darren. Block 135, row 10, seat 52.
Yeah? So, what do you think of the game?
Awful.
Awful?
No, we don't. Blackpool were dominating, but we won, so I'm not too worried.
Dominating? I don't know they dominated. I don't think either team dominated.
Nah, I think Blackpool did. They had that slight domination. It was about 55-45, so it was
deserved to win it, did we?
Yeah, of course. Based on the season performance, of course we did.
Carlton Cole and Ricardo Vaz Tay, you know, the heroes of the hour.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're a Premiership supporter now, aren't you?
Yes, definitely.
Congratulations, welcome to the Premiership.
Cheers.
Thank you, George, for being on More Than Just a Podcast. Right, we're in our final pub of the night, celebration, hole in the wall. Gary, you're about to go. The Chelsea match is on, they're playing Bayern Munich. Do you care who wins?
Don't really care. I'd like to see Bayern win because I fucking hate Chelsea. But that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant who wins because we're the winners of the day.
Yeah.
And
reflection of the day. Then we're a Premiership team now.
Yeah. Happy days. I can't.
Were we lucky?
I don't think we was lucky. No, I don't think I think we deserved to win on reflection.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy. I don't care who wins out of them.
George, lucky to win.
West Ham, we're going to Wembley.
Lucky to win.
Who, us?
Us.
Oh, we're the best team on the pitch, all over them.
Yeah. Any other reflection of the day?
We won the playoffs.
Yeah. Sarah, you're going off soon. You've had probably about 7 WKDs or whatever it is.
I haven't had 7 WKDs.
6.
No.
Loads of Archers and lemonade.
2.
You're drunk.
Lemonade. I can still see straight, unlike you.
Reflection of the day, or is it just we got through? That's all there is.
Yeah, we didn't play particularly well. I don't think we played better against Cardiff, but it doesn't matter. It's all about the result at the end of the day, and we did it.
John, reflections of the day. Are you renewing your season ticket?
No, that's a shame, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry. My review of the day is that we were deserved today. We needed to win. We wanted to win. We were a better team generally. We had a half-hour spell where we weren't. We were the better fans. They had loads of empty spaces. We deserved to win, and I hope we do well next year. We deserved it, and I love West Ham. And I don't care if Chelsea win tonight or Bayern win tonight, but I kind of want Chelsea to win because I hate Tottenham.
So, yeah, I think that's it from us, from this outside broadcast. It's been a terrific day. We've had a really good day. We've been lucky, but that's West Ham way. You know, we were never going to do it. We have been lucky. I think we did it the hard way. We did it the hard way, as West Ham always did. We were never going to do it the easy way. We weren't going to win 4-0. We're in the Premiership. That's all that matters. And I think we're going to make a commitment now that we're going to do the podcast next year.
Commitment made.
Commitment made. John?
Yeah, I'll be there. I didn't do a lot, really.
Yeah. So there you go.
He didn't go to games this year, so he'll still be there.
More Than the Podcast is going to be back next
More than just the podcast.
More Than Just a Podcast is going to be back next year. You heard it here first, in the hole in the wall of Waterloo, in London, on the 19th of May.
Cheerio.
Bye.
Bobby Moore. More Than Just a Podcast. Bobby Moore. More Than Just a Podcast.